Hey guys, it's Smashley. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it is your first time. For today's project, we are going to be creating DIY charcuterie boards. So, fun fact about me, I absolutely love charcuterie boards. I love making them. If I go out to eat and they're on a menu, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to order one. I have quite a few cutting boards at home that I use to make them for parties, but for today's video, we're going to be creating a charcuterie board that has a chalkboard center with a couple handles on the side. Okay, so let's get into our materials. First things first, you're going to need your board. I chose to get this one at IKEA. You can totally go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get a piece of wood that you want to use for the project as well. This size here is about 19 inches by 11 inches, but you could make your board as big or as small as you'd like. Aside from this, you'll need your chalkboard spray or spray paint, painter's tape. I have the handles here with the hardware and the nails to go with it, a ruler so we can mark around how big we want the chalkboard center to be, a drill, and a drill bit to get those handles in there. So first things first, you're going to take your ruler and your pencil, and what you're going to do is mark about how thick you want the border to be around the chalkboard center. Taking a look at my board, I chose to use a 1.5 inch margin all the way around just to make sure I have enough space to screw in the handles in the margin. So I'm going to go ahead and make those points first. At this point, you should have marks in the 4 corners of your board. What we're going to do next is take the longer ruler and we're going to line it up on each side and draw a straight line with that same pencil across until you have your full border completed. And what that's going to do is serve as a guideline to put our painter's tape so that we can spray paint the middle of our board. Alright, now that we are all taped up, we are ready to go ahead and spray paint. But before you do, I would recommend just doing one once over and making sure that the edges are clean, there's no bubbles so that we don't have any leakage when we go to spray paint it. For spray paint, I am using Rust-Oleum brand spray paint. It's black chalkboard. And when you do this, you want to hold it about 10 to 12 inches from the board itself. And again, make sure you do that outside. It takes about 20 minutes to dry to the touch and then an hour to fully dry before you can put another coat on it. I think we'll probably just do one and see how we're feeling, and then about 24 hours to fully dry. So I wouldn't recommend putting anything on it until after the full 24 hours after it's been spray painted. Okay, we are back. The board is officially spray painted, so we're gonna go ahead and remove the painter's tape. This is probably my favorite part. The last step that we need to do is go ahead and attach our handles. So I'm gonna measure out and mark exactly where I wanna put them, but I think I'm gonna have them be on the sides over here in that margin that we created. So in the end, it'll look something like this. All right, so I got these handles. They are 5-inch matte black handles. I got a pack of 5 of them off of Amazon for pretty cheap, so I'll go ahead and link that in the description below. Like I mentioned, the next step for us is going to be to measure out exactly where we want to put the handles and drill the holes. So I'd recommend just grabbing one, and you're going to use your pencil again to kind of make the mark on the margin of the board. But I know I want it about middle. So you just hold one end and then make your little mark. And the same way earlier that we used the long ruler to show us where we need to mark it on the other side, we're going to do the same, just to make sure it's even. Yeah, I think I like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab our drill bit, add that into the drill, and then we'll come back and show you up close version of how we're just going to drill this through and make sure that the nails are on the other side of the board. All right, so here you should be able to see the markings that I made on the side. What I'm going to do is take my drill with the drill bit on, and I'm going to go exactly where the mark is, and I'm going to just drill straight through. That way we have a hole on the other side and we can actually screw in the handle from the bottom of the board. So I also have this elevated on a couple little bins just so I can drill straight down for you guys to see and I'm not making any damage. Alright, so we're back. My husband's joined us because this part is probably going to be easiest accomplished using 2 people. So one person is going to hold up the board and hold the handle at the top of it. And then the other person is going to take the drill and drill the screws, not the nails, from the underneath. Or from under... what? From underneath the board. Words. Okay. Alright, you guys, this is the final product. This might be my new favorite cutting board. Sorry to everyone who bought me one for the wedding. I'm obsessed with it and I cannot wait to put it to use. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the tutorial today. If you guys do make one of these at home, please make sure to tag me. There's so many different ways that you can do this. It is highly customizable. I have so many more ideas for videos coming down the pipeline for you, so I will catch you guys in the next one.